Hey everyone, it's Sandy and I am going to jump right into the February kit. I did have an unboxing video last week on this February kit for Clique kit, and it has a whole bunch of the serendipity paper in it and stickers and things like that, so go check that out. So what I did is I just got that 12 by 12 paper and I pulled a strip off of it, and if you can see at the very bottom it has some hearts. That's from the branding strip, and I know I wanted to keep that on there, so I just ripped off more from the top so it would fit on that 12 by 12 paper that I am sprinkling some of the navy Heidi Swap color shine on it. And I'm going to go again vertical on this layout as well. So I feel like a lot of my layouts in the past, they go always to the bottom right hand corner, so I'm trying to change it up a little bit and do just some little bit of, I don't know, mixing it up some and not always placing my picture in the same place. So anyways, I'm doing that, and then as I get started on it, I feel like it just needs something. I'm not quite sure. I have that picture. That's a picture of Gabby from a few years back. So in for the whole month of February, what I'm going to be doing is scrapping a lot of Gabby's pictures, because most of my albums are put up in the attic because we just don't have the space to store them down here. And I have about 3 or 4 of them in the living room, and Gabby likes to pull them out and flip them. But what she notices, there's one album of Isabel, completely of Isabel from like a baby through 1 or 2 years old, and then Gabby doesn't have an album of herself. So I kind of did what most people say, you know, when you have your first kid, you take pictures, and as a scrapbooker, like I made tons of layouts for her. I made her own album. And Gabby came along, and I still took quite a bit of pictures, but I wasn't as committed to making an album just for her. So my whole month of February, I'm going to try and commit to making her an album that will fit, you know, a 12 by 12 album just of her from, you know, baby to now to present. So just getting some of my favorite pictures that I have of her. And so I'm trying to work with that embellishment, the flower, and I'm like, it needs something, it needs a snowflake. So I am kind of like looking through all my stamps, and you know what? I cannot find one snowflake stamp anywhere. I look in all my mixed media stuff, I look in those, I can't find one, but I remember I have this stencil from Delusion, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my molding paste or modeling paste, and then I am going to use some Tim Holtz, the pretty pink one. I think it's called Pink Berries or something like that. Anyways, I'm going to get this plastic piece of paper that I kind of just had laying in the trash, pulled that right out from you know, it's just in my scrappy bin or whatever. So I put some of that Tim Holtz Distress Paint, and I'm going to go ahead and mix some of that molding paste, and it's just Liquitex that I use. I've used Golden before. It's just whatever was on sale, or I had a coupon, I just bought it. So I went ahead and mixed it up, but it was a little light, so I wanted to make it darker, so I got this Dina Wakley magenta color, and I put it in there, and I really like the way it's mixed, and it's pretty dark. But what I noticed was there was a lot of still white underneath that little spatula, so I went ahead and added just a bit more so I can get a really good color. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead, lay my stencil down, and go ahead and start rubbing it through the stencil. And I really like the way that's looking. I just, it's exactly what I wanted. And you know what? It dried pretty quickly because the layer that I put on was not very thick at all. So it didn't take any time to dry it. And I went ahead and put back down my strip of paper, and I love the way it looks. Like, it really helped pull the page together, even though there's not a picture on it just yet. And I thought about matting that picture, and I was looking through my paper, but I didn't really see anything that I wanted to mat it with. So see right here, I moved my embellishments out of the way, and I'm going through the paper pack, and I couldn't find anything. So I just went ahead and put it down, which is fine. And then I saw this, love this. I knew I wanted to use it, but it's kind of just getting lost with the white paper and stuff. So I go ahead and use my Heidi Swap Color Shine. First, I was going to kind of paint it on there, and then I thought, no, it might come out too dark. So what I did is I'm going to spray some on that plastic. I'm going to add some water and just kind of rub it through, and then I'm going to dip that Love This right in there, and I really like the way it came out. Okay, so I ended up just drying that with my heat gun because it is a pretty thick paper, and there was quite a bit of, you know, the color shine and the water on it. So it did take a couple minutes to dry it with my heating tool, but it dried, and I went ahead, I'm going to attach that just with some glossy accents. And then I'm looking for like any embellishments that I want to put. I put that little hooray puffy sticker, and I really like that. Now I'm going to use this flower embellishment. I just cut it in half, and I'm going to put it on the right side and on the left side, and go ahead and put down that love this as well. Now on the rest of the layout, I'm just going to go ahead and add some sequence, and I am going to add some journaling, and the journaling is just going to be about how it was the first time it snowed. It was a lot of snow for us. It came down, you know, pretty fast, like within an hour or two. We had a really good amount of snow. We made snowmans. It rolled up perfectly. It was so fun. So, and we laid out a blanket for Gabby, just to sit right there and kind of be in it, but not, you know, directly in it, if that makes any sense. So, but we had a lot of fun. Isabel had fun playing with Gabby. We made a snowman and just did different things like that. And I just kind of journal about that. So I'm going to let you go ahead and watch the rest of this video. There's some pictures coming up, and check out Clique Kits. This is going to be their February kit, and it's just so pretty. Really, really like the kit. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.